Upon arriving on Cronus, General Lucas Alexander became Governor Militant and set about reclaiming the planet for the Imperium. When his enemies launched attacks on his capital, he prepared to repel them with extreme prejudice. Experts in planetary defense, the men of the Imperial Guard, were heavily dug in and fortified in Victory Bay. Any attacker would face well-armed and well-supplied soldiers, backed by powerful armored columns and artillery positions. The Guard's only real weakness was its morale. Although most soldiers served honorably, the men of the regiment's 5th Company had proven less than stalwart and were placed under command of Regimental Commissar Anton Gebet in a forward base on the northern shore of the Victoria River. Without Gebet's whip, the company and its base would surely fold. Other companies took position in forward bases in more sensitive areas, ready to drive the enemy off. Still, determined attackers could overrun those positions. Governor Alexander remained confident, however. Indeed, any opponent who made it past his forward positions would find themselves staring down the barrel of the massive Hellstorm cannon of an Imperator Titan.
Fifth Company, this is the moment of truth. You will not fear. You will not falter. You will not give a single step to the enemy.
But sir...
If you will not serve in combat, then you will serve on the firing line.
Enemies of the Imperium, hear me. You have come here to die. The immortal Emperor is with us, and we are invincible. His soldiers will strike you down. His war machines will crush you under their treads. His mighty guns will bring the very sky crashing down upon you. You cannot win. The Emperor has given us his greatest weapon to wield. So make yourselves ready. We are the 1st Cronus Regiment, and today is our victory day.
General Alexander, this is your
chosen.
last chance.
Beware the alien.
We purge this world under the authority of the Chapter Master of the Blood Ravens. Withdraw your men to orbit,
Yes, my lord.
and our conflict can still end peacefully.
I have the utmost respect for the Emperor's Space Marines and their millennia of service captain fuel. But my orders are explicit and come directly from Segmentum Command.
My knowledge is at your
I cannot
disposal.
withdraw.
I shall
Then the
never
time for
tire.
talk is over.
I serve.
Praise the Emperor.
I await your instructions.
What's your order?
What would you have me do?
For the Emperor,
What is
ever
your will?
vigilant. Direct us to the enemy.
Here
For
to
the
serve.
Emperor, heresy grows from idleness. Maintain heresy grows from idleness. Stay vigilant, brothers. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. I shall never tire.
Under fire.
Charge! Charge! Charge!
I shall never tire.
Charge!
At once, I can sense the enemy.
Squad broken! We stand ready.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
What's your order?
Praise the Emperor. Confirm.
Ever vigilant.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
We
gates
are the
unbarred and
Emperor's
unguarded.
chosen.
Beware the alien.
There is no such thing as innocence. We must bring back. At your command.
Faith is our shield.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Through
At your
discipline,
command.
we
Beware the
prevail.
alien, the mutant.
Yes,
I know
go
no
ahead.
fear.
Attack!
Build routine 721 initiated.
My faith is my shield.
I stand ready.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Agreed. The Emperor protects.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Here to serve.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Here to serve. Here to serve. I shall obey.
I stand ready.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Hope is the first
I
step on the road
await
to
your
disappointment.
instructions.
For the Emperor!
I exist to serve.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes, Lord.
My faith is my
Hope
shield.
is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Sergeant, get me control of those streets!
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Knowledge is power.
This day shall
Hide
be a
it well.
glorious one for the Imperium. We shall know no fear. My
Under
aim
fire.
shall not falter.
Here to serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor
We
still
fight
draw
for the
breath, there
Emperor,
can
men.
be no peace.
Take them down!
For the glory of the Emperor, my aim shall not falter. We shall know no fear. Follow my lead.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. As you wish.
Send a platoon to secure that location!
This day
Executing
shall
your
be a
orders,
glorious
sir!
one for the
Step on
Imperium.
the road to disappointment.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
The Emperor protects. I serve mankind. We are united in his service. We shall know no fear.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Under fire!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Mind over matter. Hope is the first
This
step
day
on the
shall
road
be a
to
glorious one
disappointment.
for the Imperium.
Yes, Lord.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
Marine
gates
squad
unlocked
deployed.
and guarded.
Praise the Emperor.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve, as you wish. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Faith is our shield.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of
He who
guilt.
stands with me shall be my brother.
Apothecary ready. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Direct me to the injured. What are your needs?
The Emperor protects.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Who requires my aid?
Praise the Emperor.
Fear not the Psycho.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Under fire!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Mind over matter. Through discipline, we prevail. Charge! I serve.
You won't take
Yes,
Victory
most
Bay that
beneficent
easily.
one.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. Today the enemy shall know fear. Follow my lead. Agree.
How can I serve?
My faith is my shield. For the honor of the chapter. Agreed.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Faith is our shield. Cleanse, purge, kill!
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
What's your order? Onward to glory!
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
I shall not fail.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
I serve mankind.
Under
On alert,
fire.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My aim shall not falter. My aim shall not falter.
Fear denies faith.
Praise the Emperor.
Yes, Lord. I shall obey. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one. I shall obey. Yes, Lord.
For the Emperor!
Here to serve. Build routine
On alert,
721
brothers. The enemy must be
initiated.
nearby. For the glory of the Emperor.
Faith is our
Move
shield.
out, men!
Onward to glory!
Beware the alien,
Under
the
fire.
mutant, the heretic. Agreed.
Under fire.
I serve mankind. Confirmed.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. As you wish. As you wish. Yes, Lord. I exist
He who
to
stands
serve.
with me shall be my brother.
The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the injured. Leaving squad. How can I serve?
Walk softly and
The
carry a big
battlefield
gun.
awaits.
There is no such thing as innocence, only to reason guilt.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one.
Direct us to the enemy. What is your order? Under fire!
Fire control! Initiate strafing run!
Space Marines!
Onward! to
This will be
glory.
ugly.
First
Fear
company,
our wrath.
hold the enemy back,
Fear
no
our
matter the
wrath.
cost!
Rally squad!
Fear our wrath.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
The battlefield awaits. Yes, my lord. The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the
On
injured.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. I serve mankind. I serve mankind. My aim shall not falter.
Under fire.
For the honor of the chapter.
Charge!
For the glory of the Emperor. We are united.
How
in
can
this
I
service.
serve?
Follow my lead. I shall not fail. Be swift, driver.
Take it back from the men!
Sir, yes, sir. My faith is my
I stand ready.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
What are your needs?
Here to serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. My aim shall
Here
not
to
falter.
serve.
We must disrupt this attack.
As you wish.
Tell the Vindicare Temple
This
to
day shall
eliminate
be
their
a
commander.
glorious one for the
One
Imperial.
chance is all I
The
need.
Emperor mankind protects. What would you have me do? My will is undone. Rally squad! For the glory of the Emperor. For the glory of the Emperor.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
He who stands with me
By the
shall be my
Emperor it
brother.
shall be so. May you lead us to victory. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator at your command. His will be done.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire!
Here to serve. I await your instructions. As you wish.
We fight for the Emperor, men. Take them down.
Predator at your command.
By the Emperor it shall
Here
be
to
so.
serve. As you wish.
The enemy fights back. The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. We go to spread his word. The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. The enemies of men cannot stand before us.
Predator at your command.
Yes, Lord?
I command in the name of the
Here
Emperor.
to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
For the glory of the Emperor.
Here to serve.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Charge! Charge!
May you lead us to victory. May you lead us to victory.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Predator at your command.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Marine Squad waiting orders. Stay vigilant, brothers. Understood.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, Lord?
My faith is my shield.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Apothecary here.
By the Emperor it shall be so. May you lead us to victory. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Marine Squad deployed. What is your order?
Predator tank here.
Apothecary ready. The battlefield awaits.
By the Emperor it shall
Heresy
be
grows
so.
from idleness.
I await your
Under fire.
instructions.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator at your command.
Here to serve. Here to serve. I await your instructions.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The fallen shall be forever
On
remembered.
alert.
The
The
Emperor's
enemy must be
finest.
nearby.
His will be done. His will be done. His will be done.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
What are your needs?
Praise the Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Predator at your command.
There is no such thing as innocence.
Predator at your
Fire
command.
control! Initiate
Praise
strafing
the
run!
Emperor.
Predator at your command.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of pain.
Under fire.
The Emperor protects.
Predator at your
I
command.
await your instructions. As you wish.
Sergeant, get me control of those streets!
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Predator tank here. Predator at your command. His will be done.
By the Emperor it shall be so. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. By the Emperor it shall be
Predator at
so.
your command. As you command. As you
On
command.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be
Predator
nearby.
at your command. Predator tank here. An easy objective.
What would you have me do? By the Emperor it shall be What would you have me do? While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator at your
By the
command.
Emperor it shall be
Under
so.
fire.
Predator at your command.
Send a
By
platoon to
the
secure
Emperor
that
it shall
location!
be so.
Executing your orders,
And
sir!
carry a big gun. By the Emperor it shall be so. What would you have me do? By the Emperor it shall be so. To the last, kill them all. Walk softly and carry a big gun. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire.
For the honor of the chapter.
Predator at your command.
My faith is my shield.
My aim shall not
While
falter.
the enemies of the Emperor still draw
The
breath,
enemies
there
of
can
man
be no
cannot
peace.
stand before us.
Predator at your command.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Follow my lead.
Feel the power of the Emperor.
My aim shall not falter.
The enemies of man cannot stand
While the
before
enemies of
us.
the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
I am fear incarnate!
Under fire.
We must fall back.
I know
The
no
enemies of
fear.
man cannot stand before
By the
us.
Emperor it shall be so. Praise the Emperor. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Fire control! Initiate
For the
strafing
honor of
run!
the chapter. For the glory of the Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
I shall not fail.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under
For the
fire.
glory of the Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator at your command.
Marine squad deployed.
By the Emperor it
This
shall
day
be
shall be
so.
a glorious one for the Imperial. I serve mankind.
By the Emperor it shall be
Predator at your
so.
command.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
By the Emperor it shall be
On
so.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Venerate the immortal
Faith is
Emperor.
our shield.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Here to serve.
The enemies of man cannot stand
As you
before
wish.
us.
This day shall be a glorious one
The
for
enemies
the
of man
Imperium.
cannot stand before us.
An easy objective. Approaching target.
Faith
By the
and
Emperor
duty.
it shall be so. To the last, kill them all.
While the enemies of the Emperor still
The
draw
fallen
breath,
shall
there
be
can be
forever
no
remembered as
peace.
the Emperor's finest. Heresy grows from idleness.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
Predator tank here. An easy objective.
He who stands with me shall
By
be
the
my
Emperor
brother.
it shall be so.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
For the Emperor!
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
This day shall be a glorious one for the
What are your
Imperium.
needs? At your command, my aid. Apothecary ready. At your command, my aid.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
The battlefield awaits.
Here to serve.
Predator tank here.
Here to serve. What is your will? I await your instructions.
Predator tank here.
What is your will?
Predator tank here.
Here to serve.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Under fire.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
What would you have me do?
Predator at your command. Predator at your
By
command.
the Emperor it shall
My
be
faith
so.
is my shield.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Walk softly.
By the Emperor it
carry a
shall
big
be
gun.
so.
We shall
Today the
know
enemy
no
shall
fear.
know
fear.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Praise the Emperor.
Under fire. The enemies of man cannot stand
Whirlwind
before
artillery
us.
tank deployed.
Under fire.
Predator tank here.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need.
Here to serve. Here to serve.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Yes, most beneficent one.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must
By
be
the Emperor
nearby.
it shall be so.
Predator tank here.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Feel the power of the Emperor!
My faith is my shield.
Yes, Lord. As you wish. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Under fire. How can I serve?
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Predator tank here.
I shall not fail.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine
By the Emperor it shall
721
be
initiated.
so. For the honor of the chapter.
Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
By the Emperor it shall
This day
be
shall be
so.
a glorious one for the Imperium.
Under fire.
I serve mankind. We shall know no fear.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Terminators ready.
Hope is the first
By the
step on the
Emperor
road
it
to
shall be so.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Predator at your command. Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates. Predator at your command.
Take it back from the men.
Sir, yes, sir.
Predator at your command. Death has arrived.
I await your instructions.
Under fire.
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord.
What are your needs?
Predator at your
Here
command.
to serve.
Predator tank here.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Here to serve. As you wish. Here to serve.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Predator tank here.
Under fire.
For
The
terror.
enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall
Fear
be
not
so.
the Psycho.
Predator tank here.
Here to
Under
serve.
fire.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I have a
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Predator at your command.
The Emperor's finest reporting. The Emperor's finest reporting.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
I have awoken.
I await your instructions. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Whirlwind
The
here.
enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Moving out.
Your will?
Predator tank here.
Under fire. Apothecary here.
My faith is my shield.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
Predator tank here. Death has arrived.
We await your command. Once more, we go to battle. The Emperor's finest reporting. Yes.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one. I exist to serve.
Walk softly. Carry a big gun.
I await your instructions.
Under fire. Yes.
Predator tank here.
Your will?
Walk softly.
Apothecary
Carry
here.
a big gun.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Apothecary ready.
Faith and duty.
The enemies of man cannot stand before
Faith
us.
and duty. My aim shall not falter. For the
Apothecary
glory
ready.
of the Emperor.
The enemies of man cannot stand before
Faith
us.
and duty. My
The
aim
enemies
shall
of
not
man cannot
falter.
stand before us.
Confirmed.
Under fire. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
For terror.
Under fire.
What is your will?
Feel the power of the Emperor! The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Confirmed. Faith and duty. Confirmed.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
The battlefield awaits.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Whirlwind here. Predator tank here.
How can I serve? Apothecary here. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
I serve mankind. Follow my lead.
Fire control! Initiate strafing run!
Whirlwind artillery
Under
tank here.
fire.
Whirlwind artillery
Fear
tank here.
not the sight.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Walk softly and carry a
Under
big
fire.
gun.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
We shall know no fear.
By the Emperor it shall be so. To the lost, kill them all.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Apothecary here. How can I serve?
Here to serve.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
For the honor of the chapter, we are united in his service. Softly.
By the Emperor it
Carry a
shall
big
be
gun.
so.
I shall not fail. I shall not fail.
Under fire.
Yes, Lord.
May by the Emperor shall be so.
Walk softly and carry a
Under
big gun.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
By the Emperor it shall be so. May you lead us to victory. May you lead us to victory.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Faith and duty. My aim shall not falter.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Walk
The
softly.
enemies of man cannot stand before us.
I shall not fail.
The fallen shall
By
be
the
forever
Emperor it
remembered
shall
as
be
the
so.
Emperor's finest. The battlefield awaits.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Push back the front line,
Rally
men.
squad!
We won't let you down, sir.
Squad morale restored.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Agreed.
Under fire. Squad broken.
Faith and duty.
We go to spread his word here. Squad morale restored. What are your needs? Under
By the
fire.
Emperor it shall be so.
How can I serve?
By the Emperor it shall be so. To the lost.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
The enemy must be
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
I shall end you. I shall end you. I shall end you. I am ready
Under
to
fire.
serve again.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it
The
shall be
warriors of the
so.
Inquisition are yours to
By the
command.
Emperor it
The
shall be
battlefield
so.
awaits.
Command me. I shall end you.
I shall not fail.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. Under
By the
fire.
Emperor it shall be so.
I follow your
At
commands.
last, back to war. At last, back to war.
What are your needs? The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to
Whirlwind
command.
artillery tank here. Predator tank here.
Here to serve. As you wish.
The fallen shall be forever remembered
We
as
must
the Emperor's
disrupt this
finest.
attack. Tell the
By the
Vindicare
Emperor
Temple to
shall
eliminate
be
their
so.
commander.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
I shall end you.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Direct me to the injured.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
For the honor of the
Apothecary
chapter.
here. Under fire shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the enemies of man
Fire
cannot
control.
stand before
Initiate
us.
strafing run.
What are your needs? No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. Direct me to the injured.
I fear no evil,
How can I say
am fear incarnate!
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Apothecary under fire. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
For the glory of the Emperor. Follow my lead. Faith and duty.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Whirlwind here. As you command. The machine spirit is prepared. Triangulating attack coordinates. Moving out.
I have awoken.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Under fire.
Faith is eternal. I am the instrument of his will.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Awoken.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall
The
be
enemies
so.
of man cannot stand before us.
Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates. Whirlwind here.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can
The
be
enemies of man cannot stand before us. Apothecary here.
Rally squad!
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
My faith is my shield. Follow my lead.
Feel the power of the Emperor!
Triangulating attack
The
coordinates.
fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. What are your needs?
Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
I fear no evil, for I am fear
What are your needs?
incarnate!
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Under fire! The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Under fire!
Whirlwind here.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
For the glory of the Emperor.
Whirlwind here.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
How can I serve?
Command me. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
How can I serve?
By the Emperor it shall be so.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. We shall know no fear.
How can I serve?
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before
By
us.
the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire!
My faith is my shield.
Under fire! The battlefield awaits. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Better
Under
to die
fire!
for the Emperor than live for yourself. Even in death I still serve. At last, back to war.
Apothecary here. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Ready to tank here. Acknowledged.
Command me. Even in death I still serve.
Fear not the sight.
By the Emperor it
He
shall
who
be
stands with me
so.
shall be my
Squad
brother.
broken!
For the glory of the Emperor.
The The enemies of man cannot stand before under fire. How can I serve?
Praise the Emperor. For the Emperor. Rally squad!
Faith is eternal.
By the Emperor it shall
What are
be
your
so.
needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Follow my lead.
Under fire.
Fire control.
He who stands
Initiate
with me
strafing
shall
run.
be my brother. My faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
We are united.
By the Emperor it shall be
What
so.
morale restored? The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
For terror. For terror. Follow my lead.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I have awoken.
The battlefield awaits. Understood.
I am ready to serve. Again, by his word. Take me into battle.
The battlefield awaits. At your command. Under fire.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Under fire.
Command me. I will crush those who stand before me.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
We stand ready.
For the Emperor.
I am ready to serve. Again.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Direct us to the enemy.
My aim shall not falter. For the Emperor.
The fallen shall
By
be
the
forever
Emperor
remembered
shall
as the
be so.
Emperor's finest. The enemies
This
of the
day shall be a
Emperor
glorious one for the
destroyed.
Imperial. My aim shall not falter.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I will purge the unclean.
Under fire. How can I serve? I follow your commands.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
I serve mankind.
Under fire is our shield.
Faith is
By
eternal.
the Emperor it shall be so.
Faith is eternal. I will crush those who stand before me.
Under
I
fire.
shall end you.
My aim shall not
Under
falter.
fire.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Squad morale restored.
Yes, most beneficent one.
How can I serve? Direct me to the injured. Direct me to the injured.
Ready to tank here.
Yes, most
By the
beneficent
Emperor
one.
it shall be so.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I am the instrument of his will. I am ready to serve. Again. I shall end you. I have awoken.
How can I serve? Under fire.
I am ready to serve. Again. I shall end you. Faith is eternal. Faith is eternal. Command me.
Under
I
fire.
shall end you.
Praise the Emperor.
Go, go, go! On my command, fire the Titan cannon. Fire! Begin recharge. I want that gun firing again.
Under
I have
fire.
awoken.
Ever vigilant.
May you lead us to
At
victory.
last, back to war.
Apothecary here.
Even in death, I still serve. I am ready to serve.
Firing
Again.
solution plotted.
By
Now
the
you will
Emperor
see
it
what it
shall
means to
be
face the
so.
Imperial
Under
Guard.
fire.
Beware
Artillery,
the alien,
open
the
fire.
mutant, the heretic.
We are
I have
united
awoken.
in his service.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Even in death I still serve. I am the instrument of his will.
How can I serve? Apothecary here.
Predator at your command.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
He who stands with me shall
On
be my
alert,
brother.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I have is eternal. Even in death I still serve.
For the honor of the chapter.
By the Emperor it shall be
The Emperor
so.
protects.
By the Emperor it
What
shall
would
be
you
so.
have me do?
I am ready to serve. Again. At last, back to war. To me, my brothers.
Apothecary here.
At last, back to war. I have awoken.
Under fire.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
It is better to die for the Emperor
By the
than
Emperor
live
it
for
shall
yourself.
be so.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Under fire. Awaiting orders.
I have awoken.
Rally squad!
Command me. I will crush those who stand before me. I shall end you. I am the instrument of his will. I am ready to serve.
The fallen
Again.
shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.